Okay, welcome back to another League with Shardless Bug. Trying another list from the Facebook group. I do apologise, I can't remember exactly who gave it, but if people go in there, they can find our discussions on there. So yeah, saw this suggested, really quite like it. It's got a split of Liliana of the Veil and the Last Hope, which I quite like. One of Jace. Lots of sort of interactive spells, a couple of Tourachs, which was really fun last time, a singleton Jace, and we're back on the See the Truth plan. Sideboard's a bit of a smorgasbord of stuff, but I do quite like it. Extra Jace for grinding matches, and then got some extra removal and some anti-burn stuff. So yeah, going to give this a go today. I hope everyone's doing well wherever you're watching from. Please do give us a subscribe if there's something you like, and please let us know in the comments anything you enjoy, anything we could be doing better. Okay, so we're going to be playing a few things, I think, on video. What's next? Don't know. Bit of a we've gone through a few different lists. Want to try more Stoneblade lists. I'm still looking for a Mardu list to try. Then want to play with more Jund and more Abzan as well as refining Sultai as best we can. So yeah, keep up to date with the channel if that's something you're interested in seeing. Okay, we see a one lander. If we find a land in the top two draws, this is really quite good. I think it's worth the risk here. We can go and grab the oh, okay, that's not great. Although we do have these two Assassin's trophies. Okay, we do hit the land, which is nice. So we'll go and grab I think Overgrown Tomb here. Yep, Overgrown Tomb. Gonna Inquisition my opponent. See what flavour of Tron this is. It is Eldrazi Tron. Okay, so how much do we care about Dismember? Dismembering our Jace is annoying. I think we'll take the Dismember. If my opponent plays Urza Saga, we will trophy it. That card is insane. Okay, opponent does play Urza Saga. Wouldn't mind finding a land. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, we've got a couple of trophies. Yeah, this just generates way too much value. From some of the games I've played, you just end up dying to the tokens it makes. It's just, yeah, it's just insane. And given our opponent hasn't got too much going on, there's a temple. Okay, fatal push. So we'll go and get blue mana here. Given that it's Eldrazi Tron, I think we'll go and get a basic. Try and cascade into something good. Yeah, Tarmogoyf's good. That's what we like to see. This fatal push for the walking ballista as well. Another temple. Opponent got two cards in hand. That does kind of imply they've got something big. That's what I mean about taking out the Urza Saga. My opponent would have had two 2/2s. Crashing Footfalls not really what we want. Let's play the Jace. And then we'll suspend a Crashing Footfalls. So all is dust is what we don't want to see. Our opponent could cast that instead. They've got 6 cards in hand. There's the tower. Yeah, really don't want to see all is dust, but it looks like that's what they found. Maybe we shouldn't have played the Jace. Yeah, that's rough. Liliana would be nice. Okay, another land. I think we'll just suspend the rhinos again here. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand. We can kill something like a planeswalker. Another temple. 6, 7, 8, 9 mana for Eldrazi now. Could be a worm coil engine. Could be Khan the Great Creator. It is Khan. So we'll trophy that. Probably gets liquid metal coating here. Does indeed. So in our upkeep they'll turn off, I would imagine they'll turn off our green land. And then we'll trophy the Khan in response. Okay, let's do that now. Opponent does get search for land. Might be see if they're running the swamp to play around Void Mirror. They are running the swamp now. Yeah, this is to play around Void Mirror, which counters spells if no coloured mana was spent. Tourach. I think... Yeah, I think we want to kick that. I mean, it might just be that my opponent turns around and plays Ulamog here. They've got lots of mana. Hopefully they just play the Ballista and then we can Tourach. Oh, crikey. This is Ulamog, isn't it? Yep. And we're dead. Leaves us with 2 basic swamps. Yep. Just didn't quite get there then. That all is dust was especially brutal. Okay, so what don't we want? So Abrupt Decay can come out. Inquisition's not amazing against Eldrazi Tron. Take a trophy. Probably a Sudden Edict is fine. What do we think about Unmoored Ego? Potentially Unmoored Ego. And we'll definitely bring in the Voidwalkers. The ability to play that and then Thoughtseize and Ulamog seems quite nice. Do we want anything else? Pulse is good. Yeah, let's go with that. Fatal Push is okay. It's not amazing, but it does kill Thought-Knots here. Yeah, shame we weren't able to take advantage of the somewhat slow start by my opponent. So yeah, we'll play first. Yeah, this is fine. It's got turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3 plays. Opponent's mulled to 6. Okay, so shock in this breeding pool and we'll suspend Crashing Footfalls. Then we can play Tarmogoyf and then the following turn we can either Unmoored Ego or Trophy. Okay, Cavern of Souls. Expedition map, sure. Okay, so we'll chuck this in. Just gonna play Tarmogoyf. And then we'll see what we draw. We could Unmoored Ego my opponent next turn. Basic Swamp. Okay, I think we're just... Okay, Delta's actually pretty good, because now we can Thoughtseize and potentially Trophy as well. And we get to know for Unmoored Ego. Okay, so my opponent is going to go and get a Temple. So... all his dust is obviously really bad, but we don't really want Thoughtseize coming down here. I think we're going to take Thoughtseize, and we'll play the Delta. And then next turn we can actually... we could rip the... oh, I meant to fetch first, that was silly. Yeah, it would have been an extra point of damage. Oh well. Yeah, we could Unmoored Ego, take my opponent's Reality Smashers. There's the Temple, so we could Trophy the Temple as well. Where's matter? Do we like trophying the Temple? Yeah, I do actually. My opponent's quite short on lands. We are getting rhinos in a couple of turns. Okay. So we'll attack here. Tarmogoyf's fairly big. Always going to be a block there. See what my opponent finds. We can get rid of it with putting map onto the field is pretty good. Okay. So we're going to name Reality Smasher here. Otherwise my opponent just gets to start dropping them. Opponent does draw cards. Okay, did they bring in anything else? Brought in, so they've got a main deck Wormcoil engine. Nothing else we really need to know about, I don't think. Pretty standard stuff. Okay, so at least we can't get Smashed next turn. But our opponent does have all his dust in hand. Okay, so they find a mine, so I think that means they now have Tron. Okay, rhinos are coming down. Here they come. And a Jace as well. That's a good draw. So attack for 5. Okay, opponent doesn't take any damage. So what's... We know my opponent's got an All Is Dust. Okay, Warping Wail's the Goyf as well. So we'll play the land, and then we'll play Jace. And then we'll hold up. We'll keep Overgrown Tomb up. Those aren't good draws. Okay, so we'll put push and the Goyf back past the turn. In case our opponent does something. Okay, so it's not quite. Karn's annoying. My opponent's probably going to get Pithing Needle. Yeah. Ugh. Opponent's found some good stuff. And we know that we haven't got great cards on the top of our deck. Okay. So we'll attack Karn with one of these and my opponent with the other. We're not going to play the Goyf because I would imagine my opponent will All Is Dust. Got Tron. Yep, there's All Is Dust. Matter Reshaper as well. Yeah, okay, so we will push that while we have Revolt. Wait until their end step though. Are we drawing another? They've got another Matter Reshaper. Always annoying when that happens. Yeah, I knew it. I thought we had a Fatal Push on top. Goyf's a 5/6. Opponent's got one card in hand. And another one potentially under the Reshaper. Maelstrom Pulse. I think we'll hold off on that. Attack for 5. Opponent blocks. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we'll Fatal Push this. Hopefully my opponent doesn't get anything good. Warping Wail. Okay, so that can counter our Maelstrom Pulse. So yeah, I need to find a threat now. I don't think we brought in our second Jace the Mind Sculptor. No. So another Goyf. Shardless Agent is obviously great. Polluted Delta. So no, my opponent's got Warping Wail, one unknown. We should probably be playing some number of Break the Ice in this. Think about it. Thought what's here, is it? Chalice on 2, sure. That does shut off my opponent's Warping Wail. Okay, so now that we've drawn that, we're going to pulse this. Although... So we pulse the Chalice, and then that unlocks my opponent's Warping Wail, but I think we'll go with it. I was hoping my opponent would... Do we go for it now? Yeah, I think we go for it in case my opponent case we find another one, isn't she? Yeah, so this will be countered. Bit annoying kind of sequencing there. We'll leave this Polluted Delta uncracked, I think, in case we draw another Fatal Push. That looked a bit like it was going to be a Thought-Knot Seer. Ugin off the top. That's probably game over. I mean, Liliana's pretty good, but we have to make my opponent sacrifice. Yeah, this is kind of gone beyond our reach now, I think. Another, yeah, the Saga's pretty good as well. And a map. Sudden Edict. So we can get the card out of my opponent's hand as well. And the Dismember. See what's what. So opponent might go and get another, yeah, just gets another Urza Saga. Is this Ulamog? Yeah, GG's. Okay, yeah, we're just outgunned there. All is, maybe we I don't know, maybe we should have taken All Is Dust and relied on Tarmogoyf being bigger, but I don't think that's a great matchup for us. But let's move on and go into round 2. Okay, we'll be on the play here. Yeah, this is good. It's going to need a third land. But if we hit it, we can go. I mean, ideally, the ideal top 2 cards of our deck are Tarmogoyf or Jace, Little Jace, and then land. Okay, so this is burn. We have the push for the guide, so we're not too worried about that. Do we just take the Searing Blaze because that can kill our agent? I think so. I think we just take the Blaze here. And we can kill the guide next turn. Okay, push. Foothills and a Swift Spear. So imagine we're going to get baubled as well. They're going to bauble us, or they're going to bauble and spike. Bit weird that they're playing bauble but not playing Lurus. Would seem kind of free. There's the spike. We are at 18. We can kill everything on the board eventually. So we're going to kill the Swift Spear this turn because then we can kill the guide next turn. Oh, no land. That's very annoying. So now we're getting Inquisition. think we'll Inquisition. Well, yeah, I think so. There could be an Eidolon in my opponent's hand. Okay, or Flame Rift. So that's 4 damage. I'll just take that. That's worth 2 Goblin Guide attacks. Okay, Fiery Islet. Opponent's got 2 cards underneath these. There's a bolt. Okay, we find a land. So let's play it. And then we're what are we going to do this turn? So this is going to go and get a basic. I think a basic island. Then we don't know what's in my opponent's hand. We could, I think we're going to push, actually. No, we can wait and see what my opponent has. I think we're going to, yeah, because if my opponent finds a removal spell. Okay, I'll take Goyf. Goyf's good in this matchup. Okay. 2 cards in my opponent's hand. We could just die to... there's nothing that kills, I don't think. Okay, we find a land. Okay, so opponent has a land. So I think, yeah, it's just Inquisition Tarmogoyf time. Okay, we're at 4. So dead to Flame Rift or Boros Charm here. Obviously don't really want to fetch. Opponent might not be running Boros Charm anymore, I suppose. Suspending Rift Bolt. Let's go for a Cascade. Okay, we'll cast the Scooze. Oh, hold on. So, I mean, yeah, I think we want to do this now. If my opponent has Bolt, they have Bolt, but they were going to kill us with that anyway, because we can go and get basic Forest. And then we'll eat the guide. So my opponent now has to choose between killing the Scooze and bolting us. I think they probably just bolt us. Yeah, they're trying to. They're obviously relying on drawing a spell. We're not dead to a creature. Oh, skewer the critics, of course. Okay. So let's see what we can do against burn. So we have 2 copies of Weather the Storm and 2 Collective Brutalities. Cut both Thoughtseizes. Jace is possibly a little slow. Sudden Edict's probably fine and probably better than an Assassin's Trophy. All those are good. Jace isn't amazing, but he does let us flashback stuff if we want to. Scooze is obviously very good. Cut another trophy. Yeah, I think so. Trophy can just be really bad. Could consider cutting a land, but we didn't see any white, so I wonder if our opponent has cut white from their deck. So we're going to keep this. Sadly, we'd have to shock, but I think it's worth shocking here. And we can fetch basics after that. Just for information, if nothing else. Okay, so double Flame Rift. I think we're going to take... Yeah, we'll take the Flame Rift. It just deals the most damage. So then opponent will suspend a Rift Bolt, I'd imagine. We'd quite like them to play a creature. Okay, Blooming Marsh, a really nice draw. So we're going to Collective Brutality. I think we're going to do 2 modes. Not sure exactly which ones yet. I think we may get rid of Shardless Agent here because it grows the Goyf as well. Okay, so our opponent's going to have 2 mana next turn. I think, again, we might just take the Flame Rift. It's the most damage they can deal. But they are kind of short on mana. Is Flame Rift an instant? No, it is a sorcery. I think we're going to take the Flame Rift, go back up to 20 life. Obviously, we're at 17 with the Rift Bolt coming off suspend. Then next turn we can play the Tarmogoyf. There's a 3/4, 4/5 with Misty Rainforest. We could have played the Tarmogoyf there, to be fair. Played the Misty, it would have been a 4/5. But then my opponent kills it quite easily with Searing Blaze. Okay, Rift Bolt us. We're at 17. Fiery Islet. Suspends a Rift Bolt. Cast a Lava Spike. Yeah, okay, so 2 cards in hand from our opponent. We're essentially at 17. Sorry, at 11, but we'll cast a Tarmogoyf. And then we will play a Misty Rainforest here and pass. In case we need to grow our Tarmogoyf. Okay, so we go to 11. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand and 1 under the, potentially under the Fiery Islet. We know one's a Searing Blaze. We'd love Weather the Storm here, really. Oh, they're ripping a lot of burn spells. I guess we don't really want to go down to 7. Okay. So we'll play this island. And then we'll cast See the Truth. We would love to find a Weather the Storm here. Okay, we'll take another See the Truth. Then we'll cast that this turn. Get Basic Forest. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. It's not the worst thing, I guess. Yeah, I haven't left myself any blue to cast that. Bit surprised my opponent didn't just Searing Blaze or crack this there. Okay, so we'll try this again. See the Truth. So we really want to find our... Oh, Brutality is nice. Yeah, we'll take Brutality. Then we'll attack for 4. Okay, we really don't want to see a Skull Crack here. So we'll escalate with 2 modes. Get rid of this Darkslick Shores. Okay, so now our opponent probably Searing Blazes the Tarmogoyf. But then they can't crack that as well. Okay, so hopefully they haven't got Lightning Bolt. Eidolon. Okay, so we'll play the land. We're at 6. Goblin Guide. They are attacking. Gives us a land. Okay, puts us to 4. Okay, Eidolon, if we now find a Fatal Push. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Brent has to block here. Okay, so what do we do if our right? So our opponent can find spells. I think if we cast it now, I don't think there's much we can lose to. So if our opponent finds Flame Rift, that's fine. If they find, so they could find, yeah, I think we just cast it. Go up to 7, pass the turn. I suppose this lets them block, which isn't ideal. Okay, they have conceded. Maybe that wasn't correct, but it's just if we... what would we have drawn? So it would have been land from the guide. Okay, maybe that was slightly wrong, but so if my opponent finds Lightning Bolt, we were at 4. So they attack with the guide, but then they could crack the... I don't actually think they have enough mana. I think that was slightly incorrect. I think we should have waited there, but we'll go with it. So what if anything do we want to change? Is Tourach actually good? Protection from white. Would we rather have a Voidwalker? Instead of... No, I think... The trouble with Tourach is it's just we're not likely to get anything out of their hand on turn 4, but we'll go with it. It could potentially grow bigger than a Dauthi. I guess Dauthi could in theory burn my opponent out. Yeah, we'll keep this. I mean, it's got a Weather the Storm and a Tarmogoyf and an Edict in. Opponent has kept 7, and they do have a Swift Spear. That's an annoying draw. I mean, it is a good draw. Do we want to fetch and shock is the question. We could fetch a basic, but then we can't cast the rest of our spells. We'll see how much damage we're likely to take it. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay. So I think here we might just... yeah, I think we're just going to fetch a basic. Well, we want... No, I think we're going to regret it if we fetch a basic land here. Okay, we instantly draw the forest. Okay. So we've got the kill spell for this Dragon Rage Channeler. Yeah, sadly we would have been at 18, but opponent's got 3 cards in hand, so we're at 13 with the Rift Bolt. mean, if our opponent goes for a lot of spells here, we can weather the storm, gain loads of life. Goblin Guide. Sure. Inquisition. I think we'll just weather the storm here. If we get Skull Cracked, obviously that's rough. Oh no. Have I made a wrong? Oh. Blooming Skull Crack. Sigh. Okay, yeah, I probably did that wrong. Probably should have played Goyf there. Gross. Oh, we could have Inquisitioned into it this turn. Oh, that's just bad play on my part, really. Yeah, we could have Inquisitioned there. That would have won us the game, essentially. We could just die here. We're dead to a Flame Rift. Okay, Fatal Push is actually really good. So we'll attack with Goyf. Yeah, this game should have been locked up with that. Play another Tarmogoyf. Two cards in my opponent's hand. One's a land, but it is a cycle land. How many of those are they running? Must be the full, maybe even the full 8. Okay, well, Fatal Push there. That was a good draw. Okay. So yeah, I think we're attacking now. Opponent blocks. Then we'll play the Shardless Agent, sets up lethal for next turn. Oh, we probably well, maybe we should have cast that before combat. Three cards in my opponent's hand. Am I going to be punished for my misplay? No. Okay. Oh, well, that game should have been a lot easier than it turned out to be. That Weather the Storm should have won us the game, but we will live and learn. Remember that for next time. Okay, see you again for round number 3. Okay, going to be on the play here. Sadly, this isn't really a keep. I don't think. Yeah, this is better. Bottom the Jace, 4-mana spell. And play a tap land, pass the turn. Wonder if this Scooze will be any good. Overgrown Tomb. Okay, so I think we'll play the Scooze here. Tarmogoyf for 0-1 currently. Easier to get this out of bolt range. I'd like to see a blue land on the top. Ren 6 maybe? Okay, Prismatic Ending the Scooze. Okay, it's a land which is good. We'll play the Goyf. Now out of bolt range. Ren 6, sure. I think we will kill that with Goyf, although we can't currently kill that with Goyf. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Thoughtseize here. Okay, remind and bring to light. So we're taking that bring to light. Given that we're, how likely are we to? Oh well, attack red and 6. I'm just thinking we're probably pulsing that next turn. Although our opponent does have remand, so I suppose we don't actually want to auto yield all the way through. Okay, Delta. Yeah, I think we're going to cast. Let's go get an island. We've got enough of the other colours. Cast Shardless Agent here. Maybe we shouldn't do this into a remand in case we see Tourach. It's okay. Can't see my opponent remanding either of these spells. Okay, that does mean we can cast it with Kicker. What's that, Ren and 6? I guess our opponent doesn't really care about discarding cards at random. That's pretty good for us because, well, I guess, I don't know, I was just, Ren and 6 would have been able to kill Tourach. I think we'll kick Tourach. Valky, sure. Lucky we got this fatal push. Okay, that explains the remand. Okay, so let's kill this Valky. Hopefully, this is a counter spell in our future. Okay, not sure why that matters. Okay, so we'll attack. I think we can just, now that my opponent's tapped like that, we can just attack like this. We just don't want to not kill the Ren and 6 because of the bolt, of a bolt. Cast this with a Kicker. Okay, we get another Ren and 6 out of our opponent's hand. Suppose in theory our opponent could have bring to light for like a damnation or a supreme verdict. But yeah, casting essentially him to Tourach there. Okay. We'll attack. Suspend a Crashing Footfalls. Don't think we'll play the Swamp. I think we'll leave our opponent guessing what's in hand. We got 2 lethal creatures on the field. Opponent concedes. Okay, so we get there. Let's see. Right, so against... okay, so we'll bring in Unmoored Ego here and another Thoughtseize, I think. Potentially we want Collective Brutalities. Are they likely to be on Omnath? I think we'll take out Fatal Pushes. Bring to Light is Search, isn't it? So actually the number of fetches as well, and Ren and 6, I probably want Ashiok and probably Assassin's Trophy as well. Tell you what, we'll bring in the Voidwalkers as well. I guess Inquisition's a little bit, it's not that great. Maybe cut a couple of Inquisitions. Maelstrom Pulse. Maelstrom Pulse is probably good. We're just worried about Valky, really. We've brought in another Thoughtseize, so I think we can take out another Inquisition. Anything else? I think that's probably fine. Let's run that. See how we get on. Okay, what do we think of this? I think we might mulligan this. It's not very disruptive. It's got, yeah, I think it's just a bit awkward, this hand. This is better. We'll keep this. Do we want to... I think we'll get rid of Tourach, actually. You know, we probably don't want to cast him till turn 4. Okay, we find another Footfalls. Let's just play a Peatland. Play Suspend Footfalls past the turn. And then next turn we'll play, I mean, all in sort of magical Christmas land, we'll be able to Dauthi Voidwalker into Liliana. Start my opponent discarding cards with void counters on them. I mean, there might be a remand here. Okay, I think we're going to go for the high upside play. May end up just getting bolted. No bolt here. There could be a Teferi Time Reveler. Looks like there's some, well, there's definitely something. Yeah, it is Teferi. Sorry about the loss of sound there. I had to take a quick call, but didn't want to time out. Right, so it's Bring to Light Scape Shift that we saw there. So I think we're going to we potentially want the Fatal Pushes actually in. Don't think we want the Jace. Actually, I think this is a matchup where we want Sudden Edict because they can't fetch and bolt us in response. I think the Rhinos are a bit of a, given that my opponent's running to Fairy, that's a bit awkward. I think Scavenging Ooze isn't that great. Is there anything else you want to change? I think that's probably. Oh, Liliana Last Hope is not great. Let's have another discard spell. Something like that. Yeah, that last game, it was just opponent found all of their Bring to Lights, I think. Don't think. Yeah, there was one point where it was looking like we were going to be able to Dauthi Voidwalker cast an Omnath, but sadly not. Okay, so yeah, we'll play first. 2 lands. Yeah, this is great. Inquisition into Tarmogoyf. With Fatal Push and Abrupt Decay and other things. So yeah, I'll just do this. Inquisition. Okay, so we should let's take Wrenn and 6. They're a bit constrained on mana then, and it should boost the Tarmogoyf out of Lightning Bolt or Anger of the Gods range. Okay, Unmoored Ego is actually quite good. Opponent's got 2 Omnaths in hand. So we'll go and grab Watery Grave. Play this Tarmogoyf. Quite like a land off the top. Misty from the opponent. Okay, so we hit a land. So I think here we're just going to play another Tarmogoyf. See if our opponent's found a land. And then in our turn we may Unmoored Ego target Omnath. That's if my opponent has found a land. Okay, they have. How much do we actually want to do that? I think we'll keep that uncracked in case. Okay, another Delta is quite nice. What's the play here? We know 4 of the 5 cards in my opponent's hand. We could Unmoored Ego to take Omnath, but it draws my opponent 2 cards. We could instead Unmoored Ego to. I think we want to Unmoored Ego here. I'm just not convinced what we want to name. Might be Bring to Light. I think it is Bring to Light here. Okay, they did have a Bring to Light in hand, so I'll exile that. Anything anything we need to know about? There's only one Valky. There is a scape shift. Okay. So our opponent does get to draw a card. So we could do without them hitting a land, really. Don't know if that was right or not. I think I'm fairly happy with it. Oh, our opponent has found a land, so they get to Omnath here. I could have chosen Omnath, but our opponent did have a Bring to Light in hand as well. Okay, Goyf's now a 5/6. No, a Fatal Push isn't too bad. Although we're going to struggle to... We need to turn on Revolt. If our opponent has Omnath into fetch land, we're in trouble. Because, I mean, Omnath into any land is pretty good. Yeah, we probably can't beat this now. I mean, if we find... Yeah, this card's just insane. We're going to cast it to Fairy or something now. Oh. Okay, so... Okay, so we'll let... Oh no, we don't want to let that resolve. Because then my opponent can Helix the Goyf. Okay, Lightning Helixing us. Sure. I mean, is there a world in which we want to let that resolve? To kill the Omnath? We kill the Omnath now, we're in Shardless Agent. Not bad. Yeah, we'll take an Inquisition. Another Dryad. Right. Okay, so we'll take the Dryad. And then if my opponent does kill this, we can then push the Omnath. Okay, this is close. Opponent might go Anger of the Gods. Trouble is, we don't really want them to find land, we don't really want them to find gas. Something like a Remand would be nice, please, opponent. Or another Omnath, I suppose. If my opponent attacks, we do block, because then we have Fatal Push Up. Oh, opponent's found a land. Okay. So they can gain loads of life. Oh, that's a mistake, I think. Because now we get Revolt. Okay. Yeah, Sudden Edict's very good. This is now a 7. So our opponent can no longer fetch. Okay, so there's obviously some very good draws from our opponent. Another Omnath is obviously good. Okay, they draw a land. They can't fetch, so they can't now play a Omnath. Another land. That's it, right? Didn't think we'd be able to grind through 2 Omnaths, but we do. We get the win, and yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we played that fine. I think that was an odd attack from my opponent, but I guess they had, you know, they would have had to block anyway, potentially next turn. So yeah, see you for round number 4. Okay, okay, let's go again. Okay, let's so we're going to mulligan this Gigantha. So this is probably Tron. You don't often see. We'll keep this and we'll put back. What are we going to put back? I think a Shardless Agent. Maybe we should be putting back the Liliana there, so we can go Shardless Agent, but we probably just want to Liliana on 3. Okay, so we'll just go Misty Rainforest pass. It is Tron. So we wouldn't mind finding Expedition map. We'll go and get Watery Grave. Let's see what we draw. But right, so that's just Blooming Marsh, Tarmogoyf. Yeah, it's not looking great. I think we're going to Shardless Agent here. Yeah, I think we have to. Our opponent's just got too many cards in hand. We need to just luck into a Thoughtseize or a trophy. He says. Yeah, sadly not lucking into what we needed. Yeah, we needed Thoughtseize or a trophy really there. We're still not sure exactly what Tron this is, but this probably Khan Liberated or something silly. Yep. Gets rid of the Tarmogoyf. Why couldn't we have hit that? Okay, so let's play Liliana. Tick up. We'll get rid of Overgrown Tomb. I think we're then going to hold Peatland. Oh, crikey, my opponent getting rid of Khan, the Great Creator. Is this +4? Yeah. Yeah, get rid of the Peatland. And a Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, that's just game over, sadly. Can't really do too much there. Right, so what have we got against Tron? I don't think we've got any Break the Ices in. So we'll have that and this. On the draw, on the play, we can consider Brutality. We'll probably want to consider Voidwalker, and we'll want Unmoored Ego on the play. So what don't we like? Fatal Push is an easy cut. Abrupt Decay is fine on the play. So we definitely want Unmoored Ego. Jace is possibly. Collective Brutality, not sold. Let's just go the Voidwalkers just for the potential nut draw. And then what else are we going to cut? Scavenging Ooze doesn't really do too much. Let's have a Brutality on the play, because Brutality can take what's it called? Sylvan Scrying. So yeah, we'll play. Let's see what we find. Oh, should have got rid of this Liliana, really. I think we'll keep. It's not the best hand, but we've got a turn 1 Inquisition into a Voidwalker. And then if we manage to find a Liliana or a Thoughtseize, preferably a Thoughtseize, obviously. Okay, Carla Great Creator, Star Sphere, Stirrings. I think we'll take a Stirrings. Opponent has kept a 1-lander. Yeah, Stirrings searches for the Tron lands, so Tower, Star. Drawing more land is not really what we want. So let's go and grab a Watery Grave here. And we'll play the Voidwalker. Pass the turn. Has our opponent found lands? So I'm going to Ancient Stirrings, which will pretty much it's not guaranteed to find them a land, but it's not far off. Okay, apparently not. So we do win that one. So we're going to want to change a few bits up. Ashiok can be good to stop my opponent searching. But on the draw, do we still want Brutality? I mean, actually thinking about it, there's not a lot that's better, so yeah. I guess Decay is less good as well, but 4 lands, but it does have a Thoughtseize. Our opponent's mulliganed. Thoughtseize into Tourach. I think we'll mulligan this. It's close, but Tourach is only a 2/1. This is much better. We'll keep this and we'll chuck back an Inquisition. Basic Forest. Okay, so this is Screaming Veil of Summer. But given our hand, I think we're just going to bait it out. Well, Inquisition. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to play around that at some point. And our opponent does take a turn off Tron for that. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, so now I think we're just going to get Jace down. We could double Thoughtseize, but I think we want to activate Jace next turn, really. Let's go and grab a Forest. We are a little bit wary of our life total. I guess maybe we should have Thoughtseize there to try and stop my opponent now playing another Sylvan Scrying. Okay, so we get to we could. Oh yeah, we should have. I should have actually gone and got another black land there. Okay, there could be another Veil of Summer. There's not. Abundant Harvest. Okay, so mine, power plant. Okay, so our opponent does have Tron next turn, so we're going to take Karn Liberated. We'll fetch. Just grab a basic swamp, I think. Yeah, so we probably should have... is this 5 or more? No, we'll just Thoughtseize here, I think. Take the Wormcoil Engine. And then we can draw discard if we want. I think we do. We could discard the See the Truth. And then next turn we can cast it. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, so we know our opponent has got Tower. So I'm going to choose non-land. There's a Sylvan Scrying, so I can't play that. So we know 2 of the cards in my opponent's hand. Ooh, okay, that's not quite as good as we think. So we'll take this down, cast See the Truth. We get all 3 of the cards. Okay, and then so I think we're gonna, what did they reveal? As mine as Tower. Let's hit the power plant. Although my opponent does have a Sylvan Scrying in hand, so thinking about it, there's not much point in doing that. Might as well save the trophy. There's a Sylvan Scrying. Blast Zone. Okay. So we're gonna trophy that. I think we'll just tick up. Yeah, we'll trophy the Blast Zone. We're not going to do it now, to be fair. Yeah, I think we have to trophy the Blast Zone, otherwise we just haven't got anything going on. Ooh, actually, I should have done that before, but I think we're going to hit the power... yeah, we'll hit the power plant now. Oh, opponent has another power plant. Gigantha. That's fine. So we can pulse that, and then we could cast it. Let's play this. Right, so we'll cast the trophy. What did we trophy last time? Power plant. So we'll hit the power plant again. And then we'll just pulse this, because it is a 5/5. And then, do we just want to cast that? Is attacking for 3 better? Do we just want to cast that? Yeah, I think so. First time I actually used this. This is quite cool. Okay. Yeah, see if that's good, I guess. We have killed our opponent's Tron as well. Okay. So yeah, we'll fetch now. Let's grab another land. Let's grab these. Okay, so we'll tip this up. So 12. I don't think we can play around some some Tron nonsense. If my this is lethal next turn. If my opponent has all his dust, they have all his dust. Oblivion Stone's not quite enough. If they have Tron land Oblivion Stone again, I think we want to just put lethal onto the field. And yeah, we get there versus Tron. So yeah, happy with that. So yeah, we move on to 3 and 1. Let's see for the last round. Right, 5th and final round. We're on the draw. This is a bit land heavy. It's got Thoughtseize into Suspend Footfalls or Footfalls into Thoughtseize, but I think we'll keep, actually. I think I've talked myself into keeping it. Mulliganing is generally bad. We've got Disruption, and we can draw into Tarmogoyf or... Okay, Ignoble Hierarch. Not sure what that signifies. Okay, so now that we've drawn that, we're going to cast... Just going to cast Thoughtseize, I think. Thoughtseize our opponent. See what's going on. Okay, so this is the Undying deck. So opponent's got a land. We probably just want to get rid of the Planeswalker. Eldritch Evolution's really annoying as well. That seems good. What do we want to get rid of? I can't currently cast any of these things. We could just get rid of Wall of Roots and hope to strangle my opponent on mana. I don't think that's the play. I think it's one of these two powerful cards. I think we're going to get rid of the Evolution. It's part of the combo. I suppose they're not really going to be strangled on mana. They've got Ignoble Hierarch. This is going to be turn 2 Grist, though. Maybe we should have taken the... Well, maybe we should have taken the Grist. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to play Jace. I think. Going to get a basic island. Play Jace. And then, if our opponent decides they want to kill Jace with Grist, we can then Liliana. Our opponent's played a lot of creatures out. Oh, they can sacrifice this. Yeah, that brings it back. Yeah, we're kind of getting a bit run over here. Want to find something good with this Shardless Agent, really. Goyf's not bad.
I think we will play Shardless Agent though. Hopefully find something good. Yeah, we'll cast that. So we're up on cards. So yeah, we'll be blocking here, I think. Unless it's an exalted attack, in which case we may not. Has our opponent found a search, another Eldritch Evolution or a Chord of Calling is the question. Yeah, they have. So this is going to chord for Yawgmoth probably, and then we probably lose. Yeah, that's a good draw. So yeah, my opponent can pretty much draw their entire deck now. I think we will block here. Yeah. Don't want to take much damage. Because yeah, they're going to kill this Shardless Agent anyway. So yeah, our opponent can pretty much draw, they can draw a lot of their deck now. Okay, so that's another Hierarch. Okay, a bit surprised our opponent. So we've got a Fatal Push, so what we do here is we're just going to do this. We'll fetch up a Swamp, Fatal Push Yawgmoth. It's -2. This card is really good. Especially in this sort of shell. Our opponent's going through a lot of their creatures. Not sure why they killed that Ignoble Hierarch and the Dryad Arbor. Because they can, I think they can do this forever. So that being said, now that my opponent's done that, I think we're just going to Liliana. Because Grist can kill our Tarmogoyf anyway. I mean, our opponent probably just activated until they found another Yawgmoth or way to get it. Because yeah, there's not much point in playing the Goyf, I don't think. Okay, Nova Hierarch down. Maybe we want Grist in this list. Well, I guess we haven't got enough creatures to sacrifice, really. Although it does make creatures. Okay, haste. Yeah, that Grist is a real problem. Decay. That's actually a really nice draw because we can decay this. I think we'll just go and get basic forest. Because it's the same amount of damage. We get to pull a land out of our deck. Decay the Grist. Play a Tarmogoyf. Pass the turn. I mean, we could suspend the rhinos. Probably should have done. So we've got decent blocks now. Okay, another Wall of Roots. Quarter Eldritch Evolution is rough. There's another Grist. Oh. Yeah, tapping creatures is never a good sign. It's another Yawgmoth. Opponent can draw a lot of their deck now. I forget. Oh yeah, there's the combo, isn't there, with Geralf's Messenger? This could be that actually. Ew. So I think that just kills us. Assuming our opponent's got enough. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna want spell bombs. Are we running spell bombs? Not actually sure what we're running in the side. In terms of this kind of instant speed. Yeah, no instant speed. Unmoored Ego seems fine. Oh, and Dauthi. Definitely. Don't think we want this many discard effects. Probably want a trophy. Sudden Edict is possibly something we want. Maybe something like that. Although I could see cutting Thoughtseizes for Collective Brutalities. Let's just go with that. See how we get on. Scavenging Ooze is obviously great here as well. If we can find it. Yeah, so we've got a lot of kind of hate creatures. We've got 3. Yeah, sadly our Cascade into See the Truth somewhat wasted. With us being behind on board. Yeah, be on the play here. What do we think of this? I think we can possibly do better. It's got 1 into. I think we'll keep. It's got 1 drop into 2 potentially. Play a fetch land. So we'll push a mana dork here. No mana dork forthcoming. Let's go and grab Watery Grave, I think. That should have been a green land. Why do I always think this just after the fact? But just in case we draw Scavenging Ooze, which we instantly do. I think we'll play Scavenging Ooze. Probably, it might just get Fatal pushed, but if it doesn't, then we're good. So we've got Fatal Push or Shardless Agent this turn. Ether Vial. Okay. I think we're just going to cast Shardless Agent. Oh, Trophy. Do we want to cast that? How much do we care about Trophy in the Ether Vial? Don't think so. Don't think we want to give my opponent extra mana. If that, yeah, if that had been Decay, that would have been nice. Okay. We're actually going to get to kick Tourach next turn, potentially. Okay, don't think we... another Trophy. Yeah, I think we're going to push this, actually. Shut my opponent off some mana. And my opponent might be holding up Bale of Summer. And then, yeah, we'll suspend this. So yeah, I'm actually going to go and grab a land now, just in case. Get a breeding pool. Maybe we should have, yeah, we possibly should have trophied that Ether Vial, I suppose. But yeah, this works because Scavenging Ooze is great here because the Undying is a trigger, so you can eat it before it comes back. Okay. I think we're holding up now rather than casting Tourach. Got 2 activations of Ooze, plus the Edict. Sure. 3 mana. Oh, Grist. Okay, so they're going to sacrifice. Okay, so I think we get to eat their entire board here. So we'll eat this. Then Sudden Edict. Can't Veil of Summer this either. It's got Undying, but again we get to eat it with Scavenging Ooze. And we can pass the turn. We will be attacking Grist. And then kicking Tourach. Does this come off suspend now? No. I think we're kicking Tourach. We'll attack Grist first. We could Unmoored Ego. Maybe that's better. Well, I like casting this. Hopefully we're not getting Veil of Summered. Oh, it is. Oh. I hate a Veil of Summer. Just when we thought we were doing something awesome, Veil of Summer comes along and ruins our day. Well, it doesn't look like our opponent's got much. I think we're going to Unmoored Ego here. Could get Veil of Summer again. Okay, my opponent's conceded. Okay, so what do we think? Let's Plague Engineer could be interesting. Scavenging Ooze was insane there. Sudden Edict was actually good because it gets around Veil of Summer. Yeah, I think we'll just run it back. Grist is looking really good. Yeah, I think we'll keep this. Okay, Ether Vial. Yeah, start by playing our green lands. Okay, Strangleroot. Don't really want to draw any more land. Think we will just go and grab a basic island here. Our life total is under pressure. Opponent activates. So they did have a hierarch, but they chose not to cast it, to put it in so that the Strangleroot could attack for 3. Okay, that's not bad against Maelstrom Pulse. which we might just cast this turn. Especially if our opponent doesn't have another land. Yeah, we're going to cast. Let's go and get base. No, we'll go and grab a forest, I think. Oh, yeah, we can grab forest. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Veil of Summer. They probably do. Yep, again, Veil of Summer pretty much winning the game. Veil of Summer's so brutal. I hate that card so bad. Because now my opponent can cast... I mean, they're not, but they could cast a lot of stuff. We've got 2 cards in hand, so we can Tourach next turn, potentially. You have to take 4. So yeah, we'll do this. Oh, Dauthi's good though. Get rid of Watery Grave. Oh, fetching these basics has not really done us well. We'll discard a land, I think. Now this comes back as a planeswalker. So we'll give that -2. And then I think we'll Shardless Agent. Yeah, sadly we can't pay the kicker. But that puts 2 blockers down, which is obviously pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if we quite sequence that right. We could do that our opponent having anything to put in from Ether Vial. But I don't think they've got... oh, they have. This Geralf's Messenger, because that's painful. Reclamation Sage. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're under big pressure now. What's this? Imperial Recruiter. Sure. Okay. So yeah, it was yeah, we probably sequenced that turn a little bit wrong. Probably should have just Dauthi Voidwalkers because it stops this. But this chord as well. Great. Yeah. Can they do that more? Okay, we're just dead. Yeah, there were some good draws from our opponent. It was that, yeah, Veil of Summer just got us there. Why can't they just do it? Oh, that has haste. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, that's a shame. Bit salty about that one. I think it was close, and we were close to getting out of it. But alas, we don't get there. That Veil of Summer was just brutal. But there we go. Enjoyed playing the list as usual. Please do consider subscribing if it's something you're enjoying. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.